see, the first statement is something we covered last time. That the whole purpose of love is that every time there is the slightest hatred, you can nip it in the bud once you are stationed in love. And once you start seeing greatness in other people, then unless you are caught up in judgment, you can't see greatness. You know, you can see greatness only when you're not caught up in judgment. You know? So let us say if somebody is a narcissist, the first step is to see that he's a narcissist because of his or her past. Now you become neutral about the person. Now, this narcissist also may have a good side. For example, most of the narcissists are extremely skilled at appearing charismatic. Now you can learn that from that person. You can say that, oh, wow, this is a great skill the narcissist is having. But you cannot, once you can see even a skill in a narcissist and appreciate it somewhere, then you are stationed in divine love. It is a proof. You know So divine love is always about seeing greatness where others can't see greatness. Same way it is about ignoring this is one of the most profound definitions of love I've ever found, okay? Consciously ignoring the limitations in another. All day and all night we bump into people whose limitations stare into our face, and it becomes impossible for us to live with them, work with them, do good to them, put up with them, everything, simply because their limitations stare into our face. What if, you know this is profound, what if you could really ignore their limitations? And when can you do that? When you know that you want to love, when you're committed that you want to love, then out of your commitment you can ignore their limitations. you know. And then when you ignore their limitations, then it becomes yet easier for you to love them more. you know. So true love is about knowing that the other person has limitations and still ignoring them. But let me harmonize this with self-love. Ignoring doesn't mean that you re-engage with the person. Ignoring just means that you don't let your love turn into hatred. you know you don't let your neutrality turn into hatred. you know the next statement is clear: when you stop othering in every possible way, okay? At the end of the day, all of us are one. I've covered this extensively in other seminars, how all of us are one as consciousness, how we all belong to the same quantum field. uh, so there is always at quantum level, we are all absolutely interconnected. And even a butterfly flapping its wings in one part of the world can, through differential pressures, cause a cyclone in some other part of the world. That is how interconnected we all are. So when we realize that we are all one, then we stop othering. Okay. What is happening in Israel and Palestine is a classic case of othering, right? Right from the beginning, there was othering. You know, what is othering? Considering the other to be other, that is othering. Considering the other to be self is love. Considering the other to be other is othering, that is hatred. Now, what is for all these great, great, great things we talk about love? One way to station in love is to understand all this and start living it. But a more durable way to station in love is to have a clear cut pathway. And the pathway is meditation. When you are meditating regularly, then two things go up: your contentment and your sense of love. Regardless of which meditation you do, these two are the natural results of meditation. These two are interrelated. A peaceful mind is by default loving. A loving mind always becomes peaceful. They are always two sides of the same coin, and meditation allows this. Now, if two people have to be in love with each other, the simplest technology that Guruji Rishi Prabhakar would give is two people sitting together in silence or spending few minutes, hours, or days in silence. The love will go up like crazy. He used to say all these mystics talk about love, but not a single mystic knows how to generate love. Okay? So the technology of generating love is to be in silence with the one you love. you know. So if you're sitting with your life partner or your girlfriend or whoever, If you sit silently without opening your mouth, both of you, you know, the relationship will go to some incredible level. Sometimes it will grow so fast that you will not be able to handle that level of intimacy, and then you will require to blabber. But that blabbering will always come in the way of love, in the way of intimacy.
One question, it comes automatically or we have to do it consciously?
Both. Sometimes it happens automatically, but more often you have to do it consciously, because the human mind is generally caught up in Maya. So because of
Hmm.
Maya, the human mind will typically get carried away in talking and blabbering and everything. So you have to consciously, that is the whole purpose of sadhana, purusharth. Consciously, you have to come out of Maya. Consciously, you have to stop blabbering and be in silence. Just
Being in silence with the life partner means sometimes it says, "Okay, you don't have some topic to talk to with me."
correct, correct. That is in worldly terms, you know. That is,
Yes.
yeah, that is only in worldly terms, and that
So
is
we
true.
know.
That is true also, but that is only in the worldly sense. Ki you actually don't appreciate the other person, don't have enough common topics and all. That is why the
Hmm.
relationship has died out, which is true. But if you consciously practice silence,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
then the relationship will again take another level only.
Yes.
Yeah.